Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we are doing a personal reading for a client that represents the sign of Cancer. Now, before the recording, I've called on to the energies and to the spirit guides of my client, and we will not use the personal information for their privacy. Okay, we will only go with their horoscope signs. So we have several of people in questions. And it looks to me like we're actually using all the signs for those males. Let's see here. We have 1, 2. We have actually the 4 signs, the 4 horses to use in this reading. So it is what it is. Let's get the energies out going. And let's follow up on your questions. And they're gonna show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I see. Show me what must I need to know, Arcanas. Show me what must I need to know for my client. Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Okay, now we're ready. Well, I think that you're having a celebration coming up within the next, as of now, within the next 3 months. I think you're making some changes within your home, it's telling me. Let's see. On this first spread, we are going to see all the people in questions, since all of them are in different horse. So we're able to see them all at the same time, and then depending on how the first reading goes, we will see who do we need to do a one-on-one reading for, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see something here. Gotta move and arrange my camera a little bit. I apologize for that. Give me a second. Okay, so let's get started with this and see what the energies are. You will be representing as the Lady of Cups in this reading, since you are a Cancer. Let's see what the energies are trying to tell us here in reference to your... I believe you are thinking of changing homes, so I'm telling you now that I feel that you are going to change homes, and I also see a movement of job as well for you as of now within the next 3-4 months. Okay, could be before the year is over. Absolutely, I feel that you are changing homes and that you are changing jobs too. I know you didn't ask, but I'm telling you now. What is in that? So this is you, the Lady of Cancer. And the first person that you mentioned is also a Cancer, so we have him here. And then we have the second person that you asked. Gemini, where is he? Oh, obviously he's right here, right next to you, so you're actually fixing to see him. I see this. You're fixing to see him. Yes, I don't, I believe you said that you ended things with him, but as of right now, I feel that he's fixing to come into contact with you. And if you haven't, you will be intimate with him one more time. For the one in question, the Gemini one. Okay, the second person that you asked me of. Third person, it's a Capricorn. And he is right here. Okay. Absolutely, you do say that you don't want him. As a matter of fact, he's trying to come back to your surprise. He's trying to come back to you, it's telling me, but you're not having it, because I feel that you're, I don't judge anybody. It is what it is. You know, sometimes we have to go through this process in order to find ourselves, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And sometimes also just to you know, fill our way out. You know, some people are just happy, you know, where they are, mingling and doing their own thing. So it is what it is. But I feel that the Capricorn here, he is trying to make the effort. He's willing to work. If you take him back, it's telling me that he's trying to. But I also feel that he's with another person in a relationship, okay? I think that he will get into with someone else. The Capricorn in question. And then we also have a Sagittarius. Where's the man? Oh, here he is. Ah, okay. Well, isn't that something? I know that most of these questions are in reference to the Sagittarius. So, but he does like you. He does, you know, I think eventually your family and them will blend in as well. I feel that I'm going to do one spread for him individually just to see everything. But here I can see all of them. In each spread, actually, I can't. But when I do one personal spread for individual, is to see their aspects in all within their work, their home, their emotional, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay? So as the first one, I can see you and everyone else in reference to you. But it also helps me to narrow down which one will be the more suitable for you, okay, if they are. So yes, the Sagittarius seems to be more narrow to you. He does feel like there will be some type of complications within you and your family. I don't understand why if you're friends with him, but I feel that there's something there that he's afraid of. Or maybe he thinks that he's going to have to work hard to earn you. It's what I'm sensing. I don't know why. You know, you are friends, so maybe there's something that happened before. Okay. Well, now let me see here. So we have the Sagittarius and we have the Capricorn. I apologize because I have to at the same time go through each and one of them here. Then we have the Capricorn. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Who's the Cancer? Okay. And what questions do you have for him? Let me see. Does he regrets it? Well, not necessarily. I think that sometimes the Cancer person that you asked, the first person, I think that the Cancer has regrets, but more of being found out than anything. I think that he's regretting that he was not too precise with his game, in other words, okay? I do see that he is with someone besides you. If you are contacting him, I feel that you broke up that type of relationship with the Cancer, okay? That you're not having it, okay? And it's good for you because I do see him here with someone else. So, he is actually, let me see. I don't know if he's married. I think he is married. I think he has kids with this woman, actually. It's giving me the... Okay, well, I cannot see the other woman because that's a total different situation. I can only see you because you're my client, and you know, the other person is the same sign as you. So you're my client, so I have to see everything there is to know about you. That would be a different situation. But I can still sense her energy through another pages. So I feel that yes, he's regretting the fact that you find out, but not necessarily the fact that he is with someone else. In other words, he's happy with the way things were being with you and someone else. Okay, and I feel that he also thinks of you that you're a little bit, I wouldn't want to say easy. I just feel that, you know, if not him, more than one of these men know that maybe they don't think that you're that serious to commit. I feel that energy, especially from the Cancer. Maybe, you know, he's like, well, you know, this was not going anywhere because you're seeing other people, or he may not know that you are, but maybe you insinuate things like that. Is what I'm sensing. Or it could be just simply his energy that he's a little bit over obsessive and jealous. Okay. But yes, he is with the other lady, the Cancer. Oh, it's a Pisces, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. All I know is that he's still with this other woman, and I don't know if he has children with someone else or with that same woman. If he doesn't, he will, with the Cancer in question. Okay, the first person that you asked, which is a Cancer. I do see him in a committed relationship further down the line with someone else, okay? So I'm going to put him out of the list of the reading because he is not meant for you. I see already the 5 in here between you and him. So I don't see it. And anyways, if he were to come back and try to attempt, because he is going to try to attempt to say, well, let's just at least remain friends. I feel that he is going to try to contact you again. But it won't be anything that will be worth giving to, because I see another person between you, or at least 2 people between you and him further down the line, okay? So yes, he will attempt to try to come back and apologize and say, let's remain friends or some type. The Cancer in question, okay? I'm trying to narrow it down and put them out of the list as we go. Let me see, what else do you have about him? I think that was it, mainly about that situation of the regrets. I guess his regret will be more of how he handled the situation. Could have he handled it different? Yes. Could have he been more cautious? Yes. Which is what he's really thinking right now. I'm sensing his energy of his emotion, and that is what I'm telling you, what he's going through at this time. Okay. He just thought that maybe things would have been handled a little bit different, or he just didn't want things to be known. Period. Okay. In other words, he wanted to continue playing the game without being found, without being caught. Okay, if that's the case in situation. You did not explain to me what kind of a drama you had between him and the other. I guess the woman find out, or I guess, you know, he was just caught, I feel. Okay. So regrets, yes and no. Let's just leave it at that. Yes and no. Yes, that you find out, and yes, he could have handled things different, and yes, he could have been more cautious out of his game. Okay, that's how I see it. And any future with him? No, I don't see it, because there are other men in your life and there are other women in his life, and I think that he actually has a woman there that he has kids with, or married to, or some type of living arrangements with. Committed relationship with someone else is what I see for the Cancer. Okay, now we get him off the list, and now we'll go for the second person in mind. It is the Gemini. Okay, you ended things with a Gemini. Yes, you say you ended things with him. I feel that you did, probably within 5 months or so. But no, I don't see things ended with him. Okay, I know you say you did, but my cards are telling me differently. My cards are telling me that he's fixing to reach out to you very, very, very shortly, if he hasn't already within this time that you know we're doing the reading. He's fixing to come back to you. Okay, now he's gonna lie to you in reference to his situation at home. Okay, you say you ended things with the Gemini, but I see him here. He's actually quite I think he's saddened by the situation. The Gemini, we're not talking about the Gemini. I think the Gemini is quite upset that you ended things with him. I think that he really did like you to an extent. But yes, he did lie in reference to his situation, that he is with someone. And if he's not, he will be very shortly, the Gemini in question. Okay, he will lie to you in reference to why he wants to reunite with you. I honestly see you and the Gemini connecting physically, okay? I see you having sexual contacts with the Gemini very shortly. It's what I see here. And now that you know the reading, now that you know the predictions, you know, you could also decide, you know, you don't want to have nothing to do with him. So, and you can change the predictions, you know, completely, okay? But this is what I see, that he's going to come back because he's actually thinking of you, and he doesn't like the fact the way things ended, and that things were blown out of proportion is what I'm sensing from the Gemini, okay? This is the Gemini that we're talking about right now. So he really, you know, he's trying to push back. He's trying to come back. And yes, he is engaged, but he's having too many problems with the woman that he's with, okay? And we are talking, I'm going to have to, repeat myself a number of times. And we're talking right now of the Gemini, in question, okay? The Gemini, yes, he is engaged, but he's having too many problems within that engagement with the other lady, because the lady find out that he's been lying, because there's just too many lies and conflicts. And I think that he also doesn't want to be, he's not ready to be married, okay? It's what I'm sensing from the Gemini. And he's also sensing that he's missing you. The Five of Cups is normally someone that, you know, that you left or that they left with regrets, meaning they want them back, and that means that they will come back eventually, you know, maybe within 5 hours, 5 weeks, even 5 months, but they will come back in the picture. And as of right now, it's telling me that he's looking at you, the Gemini, and he wants to come back and he wants to be with you. And I do feel that you will take him and that you will be intimate with him as of right now within the next three to 4 months. So it's what I see, and that's what I say. Okay. So yes, he's not happy with the engagement. He's not happy with the situation. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't see him marrying this woman. Maybe someone else further down the line. And we're talking about the Gemini. I don't see him marrying this woman that you're saying. I don't see him. He doesn't want it anymore because he's having too many conflicts. And also because he's thinking of coming back to you. Okay? Or at least he's going to make the attempt. So that's up to you. Okay? And if you don't decide to be with him, then he's just going to go and be in a friends with benefits with someone else that he's going to end up liking quite a bit. Okay, and we're talking about the Gemini again. Okay, so let me see, what else do you have for the, what other questions do you have for the Gemini? Did I make the right? Did you make the right decisions with the Gemini? Well, you know, the Gemini actually wants a committed relationship, but I don't feel that the person that he was with is the one for him. I feel that he does eventually will settle in, and if he comes back to you, then that would be, you know, I can't say was it the right or wrong decision. I can only go by based on what my predictions are saying between the past, present, and future. But I could tell you that he, you know, he does want stability at one point, but I don't think that this woman that he was with or is with is the right person. I think that he, you know, I would have to do one personal reading for him. But I think that he does care for you, and I think that he wants to come back to you. So that would tell me if he comes back and persists, then that would be, you know, your option to think, you know, in reference to the regrets. The regret will be if he's not with that woman anymore. But if he still is and he comes back to you, then no, you made the right decision to leave him, okay? If you don't want to be in a situation dating someone that is living with someone or married to someone, then you absolutely make the right decision to let them go. But if you want to date someone that's already taken and with someone, then, you know, that's, hey, it's your choice. But I'm just telling you that people that are already partner up with someone, hardly ever will they ever come to you, okay, to be in a committed relationship with you. So think about that, okay? If you want to be married, if you want to be settled down, then I feel that we're going to have to cut some of these men out, if not all of them. You know, get this energy out. Because if you are meeting the wrong man, then you need to start by cutting them all out. Get that energy out of the way, and then we can start fresh. Okay? Because sometimes when you keep someone that is no good to you, you know, you're taking their energy, their negative energy. So it doesn't let you move forward. Okay? So you need to understand that, you know, yes, you're mingling around, but, you know, are they the good ones or are they the bad ones? You know, you can't carry these energies. You can't. If you want to move forward to better things, you're going to have to, you know, cut your sources a little bit down. Okay? And also, if you're dating more than one person, then your feelings are going to be confused. You're not going to really know who is the right person for you. And the only way to know is if you date one by one individually at a time. Okay? Let's see here. So in reference to the Gemini, did you make the right decision or the wrong decision? Only if he is still with the other woman, then you made the right decision. If he comes back, because I do see him coming back, the Gemini, then I need you to first find out whether or not he's with that other woman. I feel that if he is, he's going to try to end that situation, or the woman is going to try to end that, because he is not happy anymore with the committed relationship that he is in. I mean, he does think of being married one day, but not right now, especially not with the woman that he's with, okay? And we're talking about the Gemini, okay? So I'm telling you that if he comes back, it's because he's going to tell you that he's no longer engaged. So I need you to find first that out when he comes back, if you want to date him, because I do see intimacy between you and the Gemini. So I need you to first find out if he's no longer with that other woman, okay? Because he just might come back and tell you that he's not, but in reality, he still is, except he's trying to get out of the situation, okay? Because I see him moving away from her, okay? I don't know if they live together or not, but and if they do, then he's going to end up moving, okay, from home, even from job, if he works with that girl that he's engaged to, or they have some type of thing going on there, okay, at work or something like that. So the Gemini will move from home if he lives with the woman, because I feel that he's not happy and he doesn't want to get married to that woman, or he won't, period. I don't see this marriage happen, you know, for the Gemini. I don't see that. And if he's engaged, he's going to break up the engagement, or the woman is. They're having too many faults, too many blaming each other, and they're fighting too much. And I feel that also the Gemini is a little bit jealous. I think that he knows of at least one of these men that been in your life, and he doesn't want those men to be in your life, especially the father of your child or children. So I don't think that, you know, he wants you to quit whatever it is. If he knows that you're dating other people, he doesn't want you dating other people, and he doesn't want the father of your child or children to be involved in the picture, is what I'm sensing from the Gemini, okay? Okay, so we'll leave that one alone now. We narrowed down the Gemini, and now we are going to do, let me see here, which is the other one, the one that follows, the Capricorn. Okay. Okay, so the Capricorn is okay, well, yes, the Capricorn is trying to come back, and but I feel that you don't want him. You're saying to yourself that you don't want him, because I feel that you're going to give the Geminis another chance within that time, as of right now, okay? But he's going to be persistent, because I feel that, you know, he wants something with you, but later on, the Capricorn, we're talking about the Capricorn now. So the Capricorn does wants to come back, and I don't see you taking him because you're going to give someone else a chance. It could be the Gemini, okay? I feel that the Capricorn here, he's going to tell you, you know, give me a chance because of the children's sake, because of, you know, the child's sake. Things like that, but I don't see him. I don't see you making the effort on that. So I don't know if he has someone already in his life, the Capricorn, but someone that he likes quite well, that he's talking to also at the same time. And so, but that's going to end too, okay? That's going to end too. So for the Capricorn, I see whatever relationship he has right now, it's going to end temporarily. The Five of Wands is a temporary distance, okay? And that's also between whoever he's dating, and also between you. So you're hesitant. You're telling him, no, I don't want this, but you're not being firm. So in other words, who knows what the future will bring between you and the Capricorn, okay? Because it's a very low no, not a firm no, okay? So I see that happening with him. And I feel that he's also sensing that he still has love for you, that he has feelings for you, and he's sensing that maybe if you give him a chance, that he could try to work and come back within the union. I don't know if you ever married to him or live with him, with the Capricorn, but he's sensing that he can actually put the best effort on coming back to you, It's what the Capricorn is telling me. And I feel that he is going to tell you that. Give me the chance and I will show you and prove to you that I can be a good father and a good husband or a family man. I feel that the Capricorn is going to tell you that, okay? So that is why I see the 5 being very hesitant. The no being very hesitant because you're going to be puzzled. So he comes in with good sense. Yes, in the past he's been with someone else that he cared for a lot. But it's not working because I feel that he cheated on that person too. Okay? And we're talking about the Capricorn. So I feel that the Capricorn, between the time that you say no to him, between the time that you give him any chance, he's going to meet someone within his work environment, or either if he goes to the gym, something like that, or to a club or to a restaurant. He's going to meet someone there in his life, another woman that he's going to have intimacy, and he could actually be attached quite well to that person, okay? But there's going to be conventions of lies between him and the other woman, okay? It could be that he's going to lie to any other woman that comes in his life. It could be that he could lie to them about in reference to you, how he feels for you, because I feel that the Capricorn still has some unsettling feelings toward you, is what I'm seeing, okay? Let's see, Capricorn. Okay, did you ask anything about him with the Capricorn work? Okay, no, I think that all the other questions are in reference to the Sagittarius. So let me see what else I can find about the Capricorn in hand. I feel that eventually, if you ever, decide to accept the Capricorn, if you ever decide, I feel that as of right now for this year, I don't see it happening because you're going to give the Gemini a try. And let's see here. I think that you're going to get into a conflict. I don't know if he's going to come to your house, unannounced, whatever, to pick up the child or children. And I see a little bit of a conflict there between you and the other person, the Leo. Not the Leo, the Sagittarius, I'm sorry. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep the men's in distance. You don't want that. So within the Capricorn, as of right now, no, I don't see anything. But who knows what the future is. I will see on the second spread. Now, for the Sagittarius, let's now go to the Sagittarius. Let me see what you're asking for the Sagittarius. A lot of people say, oh, these two signs don't go together. It is what it is. If you're mature of what you have in the relationship, and what you need to do is look up the Sagittarius and see how their personality is, and then look at yours and then see how you can work and manage the personality's intake on that. Yes, there are relationships that opposite attracts. So just because you said, oh my God, it's like a Scorpion and a Taurus, you go, oh my God, that will never be. Well, guess what? Some do. Now everything is changing, evolving differently. And so sometimes because he's a Sagittarius doesn't mean that you can't get along with him, because you still need to check out his sun, moon, and rising signs. So there are signs that you can blend in with the person and partner up with. So don't go based on, oh my God, we're totally different signs and we don't attract. Yes, you do, because obviously you have some attraction toward the person. So okay, well, I feel that there's a conversation that you're fixing to take place with this Sagittarius. Or I feel that there's someone there in his life that he quite likes, okay? And the woman is reaching out to him, trying to have conversation with him, but he's keeping the distance from him, okay? From that other lady who's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, this other. And we're talking about the Sagittarius now, okay? We've narrowed down all the men, so now we're into the Sagittarius. To his surprise, this woman that it's in the past that he used to like and talk to before, that woman is still interested in him. There's someone in his past that's still interested in him. For him, he's actually falling for you, it's telling me, okay? He's actually falling for you. And yes, he is thinking of a committed relationship with you, okay? But he's also thinking that there will be problems within the him as of now and further in the future with the father of your child or children. And so that puts a stain in the relationship, I think, in his thinking. Okay, so I feel that you need to put your foot down if you decide to be in any type of relationship with the Sagittarius. I think you need to put your foot down with any men that are within the past. If you're going to let go of any of these men, then I feel you need to put a block on their phone, on their numbers, or just change your number completely or whatever. Because you want to give your 100% to whoever you're going to date, okay? That way he knows that he's getting the best of you and you're getting the best of them. So if it doesn't work out, he has nothing to accuse you of, okay? Let me see here. Yes, because I feel that he's going to be he does care for you, and he's thinking further. He doesn't know the reading. You do. But I'm telling you what's going in his mind. That to his surprise, he's going to tell you, I love you and I think I want this. I want to commit a relationship. But I don't want, your kid's father involved in this. I don't want him to be, butting in. For some reason, I feel that your ex is a little bit complicated, okay? The Capricorn is a little bit complicated, man. So he likes to build and do drama, I feel, okay? So the Sagittarius, he's going to consider being with you. But I feel that even though he has a thought of being in a committed relationship, we're going to do his spread next to see the overall of him specifically. But I feel that he's a little hesitant as of right now because there's someone in the past that keeps trying to contact him. I don't know if he has any woman in the past, or has he been married before, or does he have any children with someone else before, but I feel that it's a little bit complicated for him. Yes, he's going to do the best he can for your family to blend because he has feelings for you, and he's going to try to show that to your family, that he cares for you and that he wants to be with you, okay? So as of right now, within the next 3 months, I feel that you are moving homes. I feel that you are making a full change in your job position, or going back to a job that you used to have, or you're thinking of changing jobs, or thinking of going back to another job that you used to have, okay? So I definitely see that, okay? I feel that the Capricorn is going to come in with a lie. I'm sorry that I know we narrowed them down, but it's just telling me, tell her that the Capricorn is going to be, trying to get you jealous and say, you know what, if you don't want me, I have plenty of women to go for and stuff like that, okay? I'm just telling you. Okay, so now, let's go with the Sagittarius. What questions do you have for him? Well, let's go do his personal reading for the Sagittarius, and then we'll see the overall of him in reference to his mental status, mind, and anything else that the Spirit Guides wants to tell me, okay? But we'll see in reference to you, how he feels. I am not going to do any personal reading for the other men because I don't see them being the right people, the right fit for you, and also because they're too busy within their lives as well. So you made the right choice to let